Welcome to Building Fortunes Radio. Make sure you check us out at buildingfortunesradio.com. Along with our marketing partners, we're here to help our PM Marketing Network Lead customers build their businesses and make the world a better place. At Building Fortunes, we know how much your business means to you and the people important to you. So spread the word, tell a friend, join our newsletter, and go make a difference in your world. Now on to our show with your host, Peter Mingils.
Hello, everyone. Peter Mingils here. You are listening to us on Building Fortunes Radio. It's www.buildingfortunesradio.com. It's a Monday. It's noon Eastern Time. We do a radio show with Coach Gaymon every Monday at this time. And Coach Gaymon and I have known each other for a long time. Matter of fact, we started doing some radio shows in 2024. He's a great guy, decades-long experience and success in the home-based business arena as well as other things as well. And I consider him a friend too. Well, this is our first radio show of 2025, and we've been speaking about a whole bunch of things relative to 2024, one of them being, business use of the home for your taxes, better health with the products that Coach Gaymon is part of. And if you go to CoachGaymon.com, Coach Gaymon, Gaymon.com, you'll be able to see this radio show plus some of the stuff that he's working on. And then also he's got a great website. I believe it's food4life.us. So it's food, the number 4, life, LIFE.us. If you go there, you'll be able to see his really cool website about the products that he'll reference on this as well as previous and future radio shows as well. But he's got two great special guests today. I want to kick off 2025 the right way with a great first radio show with Coach Preston Gaymon. So, Coach, thanks for being here on your own radio show.
Hey, Peter, and my other guests, Happy New Year. This is the beginning of a whole new year, and so we want to, bring up some things that can help people and lead them in the right direction because, our new administration is coming in, and we know if you can remember what happened on January 6th, 4 years ago, I would say it's time to get going and get started in the right direction. The Coach Gaymon radio show is all about networking, and we're going to give you some specific things to so that you can start this year in that field. I've been in the field of networking for several decades now, since the 70s, and I found out that in good times and in bad times, this is the program we're going to present today, or the type of business model that we'll be presenting today, which is the network marketing model, is the way to leverage yourself in good times and in bad times. And with this 2025 coming in this new administration, I would hearken to everybody to pay attention and take the advice given, because this could make the difference in 2025. I began network marketing in the early 70s. It was a friend of mine from my neighborhood that first mentioned this type of industry. I'd never heard about it before. I didn't know what it was about. And he started to explain it to me. And what really caught my attention was when he asked me the question, if I gave you $10,000 in your hand today, would you take that, or would you take a penny that will double every day for 31 days? I thought it was a trick question, and I inadvertently answered it right, because I said I'll take that penny, because I said it'd have to be some kind of gimmick with this. So I took the penny, and if you would do it on your calculator or ask Google, you'll see that you will be far ahead if you take that penny that doubles every day for 31 days, because on the 30th day of that penny doubling is $5 million. Unbelievable. And since it doubles the next day, of course, it's $10 million. So you would have lost quite a bit by taking that $10,000 a day, but most of us would take that $10,000 because, we deal with day-to-day issues. And, it's like, the old people used to say a bird in the hand is worth more in the bush. But when you start using compounding and leverage, that's not necessarily true. It's always about those exponential numbers growing at all times. So that's basically what a network is. it all starts with you and your dream of being in business for yourself as an entrepreneur. And so this business model is, to me, is the most fairest business model of all. In the early days, people called networking a scam because they weren't familiar about what it was or what it did or anything like that. But around 1977, a person by the name of J. Van Andel, who was on the Republican, he was head of the money in the Republican Party, with his own money, him and J. Van Andel and Rich DeVos, who started one of the early network marketing companies, they put forth their own money and got this business model passed through the Congress of the United States. And so networking is a legitimate business model, and it's been running for close to 80 years now, and it's been very, very fair to the average person. We all start at the same place. In the early days, they used to say, well, that's a pyramid scheme. And I would suggest that, yeah, it might be a pyramid, but it's an upside-down pyramid. In your normal pyramid, which I would call the job situation, you come in at the base of that pyramid, which is the bottom, your entry level, and there's no top for you to go. You might get to the middle if you're very lucky, but you'll never get to the top of that particular pyramid because that is reserved for the owners of those companies, their children, and their children's children. The way that the network marketing industry is set up, it's an upside-down pyramid. You come in at the very tip, which is the smallest part. Everybody comes in at the same level, which is just pennies on the dollar to get started. And the sky is the limit. There's no top to where we can go in this business, which is consequently why companies like Amway and other few companies that have got started in the early days, those are multi-billion-dollar companies because they got started and just shared what they found with a few people, and now today those companies exist with hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people, everybody moving in the same direction, everybody growing at their commensurate rate, and everybody's happy because it was fair to all, and all could go to the very heights that they could imagine. So that's basically the concept of network marketing. I happen to be in another network I started 25 years ago with a nominal amount of, I think it was around $150. And with that $150, it netted me over the next few years of over $1 million. And that was because it was based on that same theory that once you share what you have with others and you get your link, all you have to do is just share that link. And when people get involved with your link that you shared with them, now you start to make money, they start to make money, and it benefits all. So basically that's the concept. About 3 years ago, I had some health challenges. I had neuropathy in all 10 toes. My eyesight was with my glaucoma. My eyesight, I had watery eyes. They were always burning. I had these big floaters. They were multicolored. I didn't really understand what was going on, but somebody told me about the Engage Global products, and I sampled those, and I really, I did more than just a normal dose. I was doing 2 and 3 times a day what was prescribed. I would do at least 2 or 3 times what was prescribed. And in no time at all, I think in less than a couple of weeks, my neuropathy was all cleared up. My eyesight got better. The burning stopped. The eyesight improved, and those floaters eventually went away. So in the beginning, I wasn't looking for a business model per se, but I did need relief from the things that were giving me some problems. And so after seeing that the product really worked for me in record time, then I went on to looking at the way that I could enhance myself by sharing this and making money at the same time. Another thing that impressed me about Engage that was different from other companies that I had marketed with, that this company was the main person in this company was a scientist. His name is Dr. Kedar Prasad, and Dr. Prasad, not being a marketer but a PhD as a scientist, I found out that he was using he developed his nutrients that were very, very succinct, prescribed, and they were the finest nutrients that you could find. And they were on a very, very small scale. They were very small that they could get through the blood barrier and go right into those organs where those problems were seated. And this is why I got such quick results with these products. So after studying Dr. Prasad and who he was and being the first PhD in biological radiation, the government, he came to the attention of the government as he was perfecting his product line, and they invested in him, the government of the Department of the Defense. This should get everybody's attention. This was just not another marketing company. It was somebody that caught the attention of the Department of Defense, and because after 9/11, the veterans, our veterans, they were pretty well protected in uniform and on the external part of their bodies. But they found out based, the radiation that the veterans are exposed to and all the other caustic things that are in the air, that our troops had to be protected from the inside out. So they awarded Dr. Prasad a $24 million contract for several years, and that's what got his product up and running. And today, that was several years ago, but today those contracts have run out, and now we as individuals and as our own companies, we can also have these products in our possession today. This was not possible, during the time of those contracts, but now we can get those products as well. So the name of my company, and I'm very proud of it, is Engage Global. You can look it up. I have a website that you can go to take a look at the products. The website as Peter mentioned, is Food for Life. The number 4 life.us. You can look at our product line there. And if you have any questions about it, I would love to talk to you one-on-one. You can call me at 240-524-2486. So with that said, Peter, this time of the year, everybody's making their New Year's resolution, and they're ready to get going and ready to start making some money. So what would you say, what would your New Year's resolution be, Peter?
I'll use a positive phrase, get started now. So for those people that have listened to the previous radio shows where we spoke about like the tax benefits and the health benefits and the income opportunity and what's going on with the economy, they should have, if they could have, get started in 2024. So on the positive side, get started now. On the reality side, don't procrastinate anymore. So just get started now is what I would say. Have faith. Get started. When you're working with the right people, get started.
Yeah, they say procrastination is the thief of time, so this is New Year's, so let's get started out of the gate right. Right after we take our break, I'm going to ask my co-host, Mark Stevens, to come on, because not only will you get benefits right away, you can start making money, you can start getting healthier, but Mark is going to also share with you, since this is the beginning of the year, he's going to share with you how you can actually start keeping more money in your pocket, even before you start earning any money, but by setting up your own home-based business and Engage Global, you can also start getting tax breaks throughout the year that you wouldn't normally be privy to, because this country was set up to really promote the small businessman up until recent times, because mostly everything seems to be run by these big companies. But this country was really set up to support the small business person to get him started. So after the break, we're going to let Mark talk about tax breaks, and then I want to announce a new person to you today. His name is Brian Fraser. Brian Fraser, we have to stay in front of the trends that are coming our way in this society. And one of the biggest trends that I know of that's in front of us, that the new administration, Trump and Mr. Musk are going to start promoting, is the cryptocurrency industry. So I'm gonna let after Mark tell you all about how to get more out of your taxes, I want Brian to come forth after that and explain to you and give you this new company that you can get involved with, and I'll give you my link for that company so when the whole economy moves from paper dollars to this new way of currency, which is cryptocurrency, you'll be out front, you'll be ready, you'll be educated, and you can also, when you're the first in line when something is new, then you're going to benefit greatly before the masses start to take part. So, Peter, how far are we from the break now?
Oh, we can do the break anytime you want, or we can skip it today. Totally okay. So if you want to run a quick commercial break, we'll do it now.
Yeah, let's skip the break and go right to Mark. Mark is my co-host. Mark, go right ahead and show people how to benefit from taxes throughout the year.
Right after this break, we'll be right back.
Thanks for listening to Building Fortunes Radio. If you sell a product or service, then you should check out PM Marketing's NetworkLeads.com. Just visit www.networkleads.com. For over 18 years, PM Marketing has helped distributors build their home-based businesses through lead generation, website development, automated email delivery systems, and sales training. If you're looking for a way to increase your skills and increase the number of people that see your product or opportunity, NetworkLeads.com can help. To learn more, visit www.networkleads.com. Ask about their lead management system, capture pages, personalized websites, MLM training, humongous blogs, the humongous classified ad network, Building Fortunes Radio, or their webinar schedule. NetworkLeads.com can be your one-stop shop for everything you need. And now, back to our show.
And we are back. Peter Mingils here on the Coach Gaymon Show with the incredibly talented Mark Stevens. So, Mark, over to you.
Peace and blessings. Thank you for that introduction. Happy New Year to everyone. And this is your year. If you will do as Peter said, start now, today. Let me ask you a question. This is a question to our guests. What is the number one tax shelter in America? Stocks, bonds, securities? No. That's what most people say. The number one tax shelter in America is having your own home-based business, like Engage Global or whatever. The point is having one, because if you don't have one, what you might as well do every morning is when you go in the kitchen, pull up your window, take a $20 bill, throw it out the window, and let it roll down to your neighbor's house. Hopefully I'm your neighbor, because that's what you're throwing away every day. So you got to have a home-based business, because what it does, it allows you to convert personal expenses, your own personal expenses, you can turn them into business deductions. Why? Because you have a home-based business. And again, I'll say Engage Global is one of the perfect ones to have. So again, I always tell people that there's a difference in being broke and being poor. Being broke is an economic condition which you can change, but being poor is a disabling frame of mind and a distressed condition of the spirit. Now, who wants to live like that? Who wants to be broke? Who wants to be poor? Who wants to have a distressing spirit? You want to be happy. You want to be rich. You want to be. Now, my definition of rich is RICH. Residual income creates happiness. And you have that in Engage. You have all of these things that are life-changing. The thing is, like Peter said, start today. So share it with your friends, share it with your family, share it with the coworkers on your job. In other words, we all can benefit from the same things if we're willing to engage, again, Engage Global, or whatever it is. The point is, get started. And we need to really consider that today. So again, I'll say it again. Get started today. Find yourself a home-based business that you can enjoy. Engage is one of the top ones in the country, in the world, actually, because it's worldwide. And get started. And, go to Coach Gaymon's website, look at the products and everything, get back in touch with him and say, Coach, I need to get started. I need to reduce my taxes, increase my income. And they tell me you're the man to help me do that. So I want to encourage everybody to do that and get started today. Peace and blessings. Back to you, Peter.
Perfect. So, Coach, you have somebody else you want to introduce?
Yes. Thanks a lot, Mark. Now we want to introduce you to Brian Fraser. Brian Fraser has something that's very trendy that we should all know about as business people or prospective business people. So, Brian, if you want to unmute and come in and share with our audience what you have to help them throughout the year.
Fantastic. And thank you, Coach. And thank you for this opportunity to let the people know about the new financial paradigm that is happening right now. The current system that we find ourselves in today, not just in the United States, but all around the world, dealing with the economic system that we have. It's ironic that how we have less than 4% of the people on the planet controlling 95% of the wealth. Right? And so that's something that people need to take umbrage of, making sure that they don't fall into the trap of that of losing their finances. And so what has come along in the last 20 years is the cryptocurrency craze. This is the new technology dealing with the blockchain technology. And cryptocurrency is a decentralized system where it puts you in control of your finances, right? Where no one can tell you what to do with your finances. And so the troubling part about it is that it's such a new technology that most people don't know how to operate in that industry. And so, I got involved in cryptocurrency back in 2018, respectively, because I got it, I got involved earlier in 2008, but didn't know a thing about what I was doing, not a thing. And so as time went on, I saw how the cryptocurrency was growing. And it was growing not only in popularity, but also on how much money people could make from it if they knew what to do. Well, I really went on and dove in 2018, and I went to YouTube to find out, just how to use it, because, there was no place for you to really go to really learn about cryptocurrency. And so where do most people go? They go to YouTube. YouTube University is what they call it, right? Because everybody is trying to help everybody do something, right? So I went to YouTube and I learned the basics of what to do in cryptocurrency. But I found that wasn't enough, because even though I went into cryptocurrency, did okay, learning the basics, and got a little bit from it, I still didn't know how to recognize different platforms to get involved in the cryptocurrency space. And I call cryptocurrency the wild, wild west of finance, because, when it's decentralized and there's no regulation, everybody's all over the place and it's easy to get scammed. Well, lo and behold, an opportunity came across called BizNet College. And BizNet College has taken all that information in cryptocurrency, and put it all together into one package to teach you how to recognize good cryptocurrency platforms and also how to utilize the cryptocurrency space for your own financial reward, okay? And so by doing that, they put together their own curriculum to where you can educate yourself through their courses, right, and learn how to utilize the cryptocurrency space, get yourself knowledgeable about the technology itself, and not only that, learn all about the financial system, period, all about how to handle your finances, right? Learn about how the banking system works. Learn about how money works, what money is. It is a wealth of knowledge. It would take you years to get this knowledge put together like this, and they put it together in one easy package where you can get different courses and you go at your own pace to learn about the cryptocurrency space. And then not only do you get this valuable education, but you also get to make money while you're learning at the same time. It's a powerful, powerful combination. So just like what was spoken here before, you want to get started. You want to get started right away, you know, in a home-based business so you can master both worlds. The economic system that we live in today to where you can master that by having your own home-based business and benefiting from that, as well as in the decentralized space with the new financial paradigm dealing in cryptocurrency, so you can master that as well. And once you've mastered both of those, then the sky's the limit for you. You know, money won't be an issue for you anymore. And that knowledge, you can pass that knowledge on to others, leverage that, and make even more money. So this is a powerful, powerful concept, taking the networking industry and putting it together with the new technology of finance, cryptocurrency, and the blockchain technology that puts you in a much more favorable position where you can be in control of your own finances and not be encumbered by government regulations and corporations telling you what you can and cannot do financially. So I thank you, Coach, for allowing me to present this out to everyone. And please get back with Coach Gaymon to see how you can get involved in that education.
Let me say this too, Brian, and it's one of the reasons why I joined with your group, me, you, and Mark. We're a team. Tell them right now if they take action now, how we're paying it forward for the people that join us, so no money has to come out of their pocket initially. Okay? Can you explain that?
Yeah. Well, fantastic. Yeah, I'm glad you asked that because we have a way to where we can really put this out to people and help them get started real fast and leverage themselves by growing a team. And what we've done is we've got actually the company has put this together where you have a pay it forward system, okay, a pay it forward strategy. Whereas if you bring someone in, if you take $150, put it into your back office, you don't do anything, you just let that $150 sit there. And now you go and spread this information about business college. What can happen is this. You put $150 in your back office wallet. As you find someone that is interested, if they can put $150 in their back office wallet, you take the $50 of the $150 that you have, pay it forward for them to activate their position. When you pay it forward for them, now they get to do the same thing. You do that for 3 people, okay, and they do it for 3 people, and they do it for 3 people. Before you know it, you have leveraged a team to where now you're making over $3,500 to $5,000 a month in the next 90 days just by leveraging and paying it forward for each other, okay? It's a powerful, powerful concept. So, if you get with us, we'll go through in detail how that process works to get you going and start building your team and start making this money and being in control of your finances.
Okay. I'm going to give out my links, and I'm going to give out my new link for BizNet for Coach to be engaged with us and engage global on the product side. You can go to look at the products. You can go to foodforhealth.com food.us. Again, that's food4health.us. If you want to know more about Coach Gaymon, myself, you can go to coachgaymon.com. You have a free download over there, a free ebook to tell you a little bit more about business and how to get started, as an entrepreneur. My new site that Brian was just talking about was the crypto site, and moving into that financial side of the business and do so that your money is doing more for you this year. You can go to coachgaymon.biznet.pro. That's coachgaymon.biznet.pro. And if any of you need more information on that, you can call Brian directly, and he will just say that you heard about this on Coach Gaymon's show. Brian, can you give out your number?
Sure. That's 301-326-7273. That's 301-326-7273.
And that's Brian Fraser. So there you have it. Peter, do you have anything else to add to what we have to say before?
All great stuff, and preparing for things that are going to happen eventually or inevitably is, I think, super important. So we've got to learn the cryptocurrency thing.
Well, we got to forewarn people, not only about what they know that's coming, but what the things that they don't know about. And so we got to, really keep an eye to the future about what's coming and how to prepare, because I'm very, very sensitive about this, because I know in 2008 I got really slammed real hard financially because I wasn't paying attention. I had all the things that I need to move in the right direction, but I wasn't moving. And I was moving, on a more personal level, just thinking about, traveling and doing things like that. And I wasn't looking at what the economy was getting ready to do. But since that time, I've always, the economy goes up and it goes down. And if you prepare yourself for either event, you will always be on the right side of where you need to be, because you can make money in a down economy and an up economy. But if you're not moving in the right direction, you can get slammed out of the whole situation. And, you can really get yourself into a really bad situation. So we just want to forewarn everybody that this is the way to move. Get your home-based business set up. Get your tax breaks going. Once you start making some money and your health is improving, now we want to start looking at how to get into this cryptocurrency, the new currency. It's the whole world is there. Europe, Japan, China. They're moving much faster than we're moving. So we're just warning you, and hopefully we can have Brian back, from time to time to keep this warning going throughout the year, because we only, in each one of our business ventures, whether it be Engage Global or, as Brian was saying, if you want to move into crypto, if you want to build that side of the business, you only need 3 people. They could be the same 3 for each business, or they could be 3 different people. But overall, all you need is 3 business-minded people, hopefully like yourself, and we can build you an empire and a fortune that you can pass to your children. So with that being said, and if you want to get in touch with me again, you can call me at 240-524-2486. Peter, have the last word.
Thank you. So make sure you take advantage of everything. This is where you can find a lot of your solutions to many of your issues that you'll face in 2025. The business opportunity with Engage Global, working with great people like Mark Stevens and Coach Gaymon and Brian Fraser, and being able to make the moves early in the year is going to be super important. So check it out. If you go back to buildingfortunesradio.com/Coach Gaymon, or just go to coachgaymon.com, Coach, C-O-A-C-H, Gaymon, Gaymon.com. You'll be able to see this as well as the previous radio shows. We'll kind of catch everybody next week. Thanks, Brian. Thanks, Mark. And certainly thanks, Coach.
You've been listening to Building Fortunes Radio on buildingfortunesradio.com. Thanks for listening. Be sure to check us out every Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time for the designated Building Fortunes Radio segment with Peter Mingils. Be sure to check out the buildingfortunesradio.com website for our featured segments. It's been our privilege to have you listen in. At Building Fortunes Radio, we wish you the success you deserve and are willing to work for. So spread the word, tell a friend, join our newsletter, and go make a difference in your world.